So I switched out some armor, because I'm gonna need it.
Yeah.
Just using some standard knight stuff. Want to be a full-fledged dragon knight.
Looks pretty good.
I can't remember if I switched to the elite knight stuff at any point.
Oh.
Which looks even better.
Yes, it does.
Just can't wear the helm, though. That would obscure my perfect dragon face. So Sen's Fortress is, well, a house full of deadly traps. I mean, it's not too different than what Framp told us about.
No.
But it's not just deadly for me. Sometimes I like to run these snake men into traps. And if you want to know the official name for these guys, I'm pretty sure it is snake men.
Oh.
But you can see that hole in the stairs? That's where the arrows came out. Because there's you can get their sword, actually. And I think it's just called, like, Snake Man Sword.
Oh. They stopped being creative at the snake men.
So these things are normally not a problem, but the hitbox on them is kind of crazy big if you're not careful. And at that point, with those, well, pendulum guillotines, they're deadly.
Yes.
Here, it wouldn't kill me because there's a ledge down there, but there's also a lot more down there.
It still hurt.
So, no fire here, just lightning.
Yeah.
But there's also traps. And I love it when that works, because he usually avoids the second and third ones. We can get some more large Titanite stuff.
Always good.
Shove an Estus into my neck.
Drinking through the stoma. Hello.
Goodbye. Yeah, that guy, I don't know if he doesn't respawn or if he just respawns somewhere else, but he doesn't go back in that same spot if I were to die.
I wouldn't want to.
This guy is not cooperating, and now he's dead.
Eh.
So that works.
That's good.
But this is an okay ring. I've never found it to really work for me. But I figure I might as well wear it since I don't need the rusted iron ring anymore.
Right.
And it'll just increase my physical defense. But I hope you haven't forgotten
Oh no, how could you forget?
our onion-shaped buddy here.
Oh ho! Ah, where did you come from? Splendid news, I tell you.
I'm sorry, what?
Ah, so you see my plight. Yes, indeed. I've run up against a wall, for a ball, to be precise.
You're funny.
I'm a bit too tough to be outrunning those days.
He's quite literally saying he's too fat to outrun the ball falling down the stairs.
Perhaps we'll have another
It's
turn.
understandable.
So he would like you to help him out with that, and we will.
Yeah.
Because we're nice, and he's nice.
He's a good guy.
But there's an item up there that I wanted to get, and I completely missed. So I'll just have to run up these stairs and do it again.
Yeah, you're not too fat to run past them.
But I don't know if you noticed, but the two snake men I ran past were both dead, and I don't remember killing them. Like, at all.
No?
But you can see the item right there. And you can see how I messed it up.
Yep.
So, round 2. Still kind of legitimately concerned about how those snake men died.
It's a little disconcerting.
Thankfully, though, getting hit by that boulder, it's bad, but it's not lethal bad.
Yeah.
Just to make sure I'll wait there.
Just best to avoid it in general.
And the stairs are messing with me again.
Of course.
That's to get a Shodol, which is a pretty good weapon that'll actually go around shields sometimes. But to save you going up the stairs one more time. So no boss after this fog. But you always gotta be on the lookout for traps.
That's a scary trap.
There we go.
Ah, nice.
Gotta love it when that works.
Absolutely.
Because it's kind of hard to time that. At least for me.
Hello.
And goodbye. So I just want to drop down here, get a couple of items, but there's a ledge down there that was underneath that guillotine before. And I'll get to that eventually, but I kind of want to have as much Estus as possible.
Yeah.
But I've been also delaying coming down here because there is a secret here, and the way to get to it is to wait. So I'm trying to angle the camera so I can see this hole here. Just speed up time because waiting here is so boring.
Does take a while.
But you can see the hole actually fills, and then the next ball to come down crashes through the wall.
Alright.
And this is probably one of my favorite rings in the entire game. And if you wear it, it actually increases item drop rates. So if you need a rare thing to drop, it'll actually come in a lot more handy. Get a good look at that. It's literally a snake.
Yeah, it's good.
But you don't want to get too greedy because this chest here isn't exactly what it seems.
What could it be?
You can tell by the chain actually how it's sort of laid out straight that it's not a real chest. Just want to get ready for it.
Oh man.
It's a freaky mouth with freaky limbs. And now it's dead.
Well, that was easy.
And if you haven't picked up a good weapon by this point, the lightning spear is probably your best chance for a lot of the rest of the game. But you see all this blood?
Yeah?
Let's not find out how that happened.
No.
But if you want to know, it's actually if you stay on that, it goes up again and runs you right in the spikes. And you die.
Oh, good.
So this is actually where the ball drops down. And then a hammer or something knocks it. So we want to prevent it from affecting Siegmeyer. And just by going up the steps, it sort of does. Because now it's not pointed that way.
Yeah.
But if you aim it this way, it just kind of flies off into nowhere. So we don't have to deal with it then. You always got to be looking out. Sometimes those buttons are pretty hidden.
Sneaky, sneaky traps.
Now here is where you can have a lot of trouble if you don't know that you can just run right through.
Yeah?
There is a way to get past that just by walking, but not that particular set because it's hard to see. But I'll maybe demo how to actually see where you can stand in between those guillotines because they're a lot closer together than the others.
Very dangerous.
So I want to kill him first because sometimes he'll come down the stairs. And it's bad enough dealing with this one over here.
In such a tight space.
God, I love this sword.
Unless you have a sword that does too much damage.
So we're picking up a lot of large Titanite shards, and thankfully there's a guy coming up pretty soon who actually sells them. Albeit for a lot, but
Well.
it's pretty nice.
Hello.
So if you like to take your time on this walkway, he'll teach you not to.
Mm-hmm.
And you can actually see there's a gap here. So
Good.
you can just stand in the middle there.
Always with them traps.
But I can't just let this guy go.
Oh, of course not.
He's floating.
Huh.
And there he goes.
Bye.
I mean, I do like their swords, but I don't like dealing with them.
Mm-hmm. Again with the trap.
Yep. That trap actually has 2 buttons, and they alternate. Like, if you step on one, the other one comes up.
Huh.
So that's like the only one that can infinitely come back.
Very tricky.
But we are practically done with the majority of Sen's Fortress. In terms of just going through it to get through the game, we're like 90% of the way.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more to get, so we're not actually even close. I'm trying. There we go.
There it is. Didn't stand a chance.
But we get a pretty good ring in here. That'll up our flame defense, which is necessary for a couple of bosses.
Yes.
And it doesn't hurt that with the covetous gold serpent ring I get a lot of shards. But I think maybe one of the coolest tricks is that if you stand still anywhere down here, this happens to you. Eventually.
There it is. Oh my.
And another cool trick is that there is a bonfire, but it's hidden over here. So, it's not too good of an area.
No.
I
Little
can
scary.
imagine if you die to that giant flame pot thing and having to start the entire Sen's Fortress all over again, you might be a little pissed.
It's a little annoying.
But the key here is just to keep moving.
Don't stop.
You never know when you're gonna die. But you can actually tell where that flaming pot stuff is gonna come down based on the giant burn marks. Thankfully they aren't around the entire top of the area here, but there's quite a few.
Yeah.
You can get another knight up here. But I got a shield.
Oh, good.
You can actually get, I think, his entire armor set.
Ooh.
It weighs quite a bit, though.
Can imagine.
But you can actually see over there, that's where we rang the bell for the gargoyles. And up here is a unique guy you have to fight. I'm guessing his name is Ricard,
Yeah.
based on the weapon that he drops. But he can hit pretty hard, so you don't want to let him.
He just hits a lot.
Yeah. But I know he's Ricard, because you get his rapier.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's very good,
No, I never used it.
but you get it.
Yeah.
One thing that is good is getting Divine Blessings,
Yeah.
which in this game is like the heal all for everything, where it'll heal you entirely, no matter what you're at, and it might also restore some other stuff, but it's kind of like using humanity, but you don't have to worry about keeping your humanity then.
There you go.
So I don't think I've ever used it, because for me Estus is good enough. You know, if I don't use Estus, I'm probably already dead. So I think Divine Blessings are more for PvP.
Makes sense.
But we are really starting to empty out this area.
Yeah, it's all quiet. Now it won't be.
Yeah, it's always a guess of, oh god, am I going fast enough to not get hit?
Mm-hmm.
Because then you hear the boom.
Couple.
So I actually want to get across this path here. Or no, yeah, that's fine. I wanted to come down here.
Yeah.
There's another crossbow. But just hearing those booms, and oh no, I forgot he was here.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. Pretty poor. But if you do die while you have your dragon head out, you lose your dragon head.
Aw.
Sort of. You just need to use the item again.
Right.
So let us try that again. The good news is I don't need to go get the crossbow again, so hopefully I'll actually make it across the path this time.
Here you go.
But you can see the giant to our right there is actually holding a lot of the balls that he drops to then try to kill you. And we'll just sort of ignore the fact that I stripped down to try to make that jump.
Yeah, let's not go over that.
But here's our fun little merchant. So if you remember the crestfallen warrior from Firelink, this guy's the crestfallen merchant.
Ah.
He has no other name.
I was driven by conceit. Ah, you think you're different? That you can handle it? Yes, I remember that feeling. For I was the same. So, let me help you out. With your soul searching. There's nothing more to say. I'm finished. We're both on the brink.
Seriously, no one wants to talk to us.
Nope.
Bloody fool.
Nope. Oh, you're a bloody
I'll
fool.
give you a nibble of advice. Don't even consider visiting Anorlando.
Visiting
Not
where?
in your state. For a
I don't
century
know.
they've tried and failed. The Night King Rendell, Black Iron Tarkus, and even Logan himself. You won't stand
So I'm
a
not
chance
sure
with
who
them.
the first guy he mentioned is, but
Go
we'll
along if you
actually
wish.
meet
Good for me too.
the third guy,
Understand.
and I'll show you the second. So we can buy a bunch of good stuff. We can even look like our friend Siegmeyer.
Yeah.
And there's the steel stuff that drops from those giant knights, and the Balder stuff.
There you go.
So if you are not packed and ready to go after this guy, you aren't trying.
Rush in like a naked babe and be skinned alive.
Well, I did rush into here like a naked babe.
Quite literally. Well, not quite literally.
What, am I not a babe?
No.
So this tower is kind of tall. Getting down here gets us to a pretty important key.
Yes.
It's not necessary to beat the game, but oh man, can this make this whole area trivial. But what goes down must come up, right?
Yep. This part you don't speed up.
No, I want you to really appreciate some of the things I have to go through.
Make us all suffer.
So now it doesn't matter if I make that jump, so I'll just go back. I was really not confident I would make that.
No.
So pretty much we've cleared out this entire top area. There is another area to deal with in Sen's Fortress. But we don't need to worry about that.
Oh, good.
So we can use the cage key for a couple of things. We'll see that in a bit. It actually opens up a huge shortcut that makes you able to skip this entire area.
That would be nice.
So if you don't like Sen's Fortress, you don't have to deal with it.
Well, you have to deal with it once.
Yeah, just once. Well, unless you keep dying.
Well, yeah.
But like the giant dropping the balls, there is one that has all the pots that he throws at you. But like his size implies, he hits super hard.
Yeah.
So you don't want to get caught getting punched,
Like that.
if you know what I mean. If he stomps me, I will die. I'm pretty sure in a single stomp.
But just in case, he has two.
There is an attack that I really want him to do that he just won't do. He kind of winds up and then goes crazy and swings a bunch of times at you, and then he just sort of sits and catches his breath. And it's at that point that you can really nail him, but I don't want to see these anymore.
No.
So I'll just break them all. And he gives you a Titanite chunk,
Alright.
which is nice of him.
First, dying.
And if you were looking closely, you can actually see the boss from up there.
Yeah?
But we'll have to go deal with him later, because there's a bit more that I want to go get.
Alright, fine.
Oh, you know you love it. This whole area, the traps, the death, the lightning,
The more death,
the fire,
and the death.
and the rolling death,
All that death.
and the death.